One of the things that makes Decrediton compelling is its built-in exchange. With the release of DCRDEX 0.6, this feature has expanded the wallet's capabilities. It's now even easier to swap in and out of DCR and other digital assets. In this video, we'll look at how to set up DCRDEX from your Decrediton wallet. Step 1. Create a new account, call it something like MyDEX. Enter your password and account name and press continue. This is one of the recommended steps later, but I prefer to set this up straight away so that I can add funds to the account. Step 2. Head over to the on-chain transactions area to send DCR to this account. The recommended amount is 4.1 DCR to cover initial costs and the Fidelity bond overlaps. In version 0.6, the registration fee has been replaced with a time-refundable Fidelity bond. This can currently be paid using either DCR or BTC. After sending money, wait for the fund to be confirmed before setting up DCRDEX. 2 on-chain confirmations should be more than enough. Deliberately, I haven't sent enough in this transaction. This is so we can see how this step looks in DCRDEX. Step 3. Click on the DEX tab on the left and follow the on-screen instructions. First, enable DEX on this wallet. This will require a restart. Press continue and reopen the wallet. Step 4. Head back to the DEX tab to continue the setup. If you've already got a DCRDEX instance set up, you can write your seed here by clicking on the I already have a DEX seed to recover checkbox and entering your seed. If this is your first time, click on the Set DEX Passphrase button. Enter a passphrase. This can be the same as the wallet password or different. Enter it again and then press continue. Write down the seed presented under the grey box and keep it private. This seed is the backup needed for all of your DCRDEX internal wallets and balances. Keep it safe or risk losing your funds. Next, click on the I have copied the DEX account seed button. Step 5. Because we're setting up DCRDEX from Decrediton, we can use the previously set up account MyDEX. If we didn't do this step earlier, we're now being asked to create a new account. In our case, we'll go ahead and select the account from the list, and then press the Select Account button. Then press the Connect DCR wallet to initialize wallet setup. For this stage, you'll need to verify both your Decrediton wallet password and the DCRDEX passphrase. Clicking continue will connect your DCRDEX instance to your Decrediton wallet. Step 6. From now on, each time you click on Decrediton's DEX tab, this is the window you'll be presented with. There are a few helpful tips here that you should read through, but the most important is to keep DCRDEX running if you have an active trade or the trade hasn't finished settling. Because DCRDEX is an on-chain peer-to-peer exchange, not following this instruction could result in the trade failing. Click the Launch DEX button. Step 7. This is DCRDEX's login screen. Enter your passphrase to open the DEX. In future, if you'd prefer to skip this screen, you can press the Remember My Password checkbox. After this, press the Submit button. Step 8. Connecting the DEX server. Currently, there is only one server, and that's dex.decred.org, but in the future, the user will be able to choose their preferred server or community server. The mesh network will allow for greater decentralization and allow a community to run pairs of their choice while still being connected to a system-wide order book. Click on the dex.decred.org server. Step 9. DCRDEX doesn't take fees for any part of its service, but to ensure all parties, both users and servers, act in accordance to exchange rules, there is a Fidelity bond that needs to be locked to participate. A user's Fidelity bond is locked up for a period of time and then returned at a later date. On the dex.decred.org server, the Fidelity bond can be paid in either DCR or BTC. Whichever method you decide to use, you'll have full access to all the trading pairs. I'll pay my bond using DCR. The current price is 2 DCR or approximately $40. The price of a bond is likely to change depending on the value of the asset being locked. The aim is to keep this a reasonable price, not too expensive, but high enough to reduce bad behaviour. Step 10. So that we can see this step, deliberately I haven't funded my account with enough funds to pay the bond. Although I can put as much money into my account as I like, to cover the initial amounts, DCR Dex is asking for a minimum balance of just over 4 DCR. At the bottom of this area is the deposit address for this account. Once this amount is paid, the setup will automatically move to the next screen. I'm hitting the pay button now. Once we have this confirmation, we can hit the register button and see an overview of the DEX. To start trading, we have to wait for our Fidelity bond to gain 2 on-chain confirmations. And that's it. In the next video, we'll have a look at setting up DCR Dex's native wallets ready to make our first trade.